I'm Chef D.S. Elias. I'm fascinated by the looks, sounds, smells, and taste of different cultures. The food plane will bring different parts of the world, perhaps parts you've never visited, right into your home. So get ready, let's travel to Jamaica next on the food plane. Jamaican beef patty traces its origins back to the island's colonial history, blending influences from different cultures. It began with the Cornish pastry brought by the British colonizers, which was adapted by Jamaican cooks using local ingredients and flavors. Over time, African and Indian spices such as curry and Scotch bonnet peppers were added, giving the beef patty its distinctive spicy kick. On today's episode, we are preparing the Jamaican beef patty, and here's what you'll need. Let me know in the comments, have you ever made your own Jamaican beef patties? Because that's what we are doing. We are going to make our own Jamaican beef patties that are so much better than anything on the market. These are absolutely delicious. Have you ever made Jamaican beef patties? Let me know in the comments. Do you like Jamaican beef patties? Or are you one of those people, who put cheese in their Jamaican beef patty? I've even seen people put pepperoni in it. I've tried them all. It's all good here. Now, usually a Scotch bonnet pepper is what's used when making Jamaican beef patty. It is extremely hot. I love the heat, but I'm using different peppers. Any heat source will work. A Scotch bonnet, definitely the flavors work so well with the Jamaican beef patty. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chop up our veggies. I'm going to put some duck fat in a cast iron pan, and we're going to bring out the flavors of the onion, the garlic, the scallions, the peppers, and the other ingredients, seasonings that we have. So I'm going to saute the garlic and the onions, and we're going to stir that around, make sure. Now, I do not want over excessive browning. I'm just waiting for the garlic to where I'm noticing that it's starting to get brown. That's what I'm looking for here. Hey, if you enjoy fun food fact videos and delicious recipes just like this, then hop on the food plane. Next week, we're going to a whole different part of the world. Every week here on the food plane, we go to different parts of the world through its food, and we enjoy I'm fascinated by cultures. I specialize in international cuisine as a chef of over 20 years. Before I add the scallions and the peppers, I added the thyme to the pan, and we're going to give that a good stir. So yeah, I'm fascinated by the looks, the sounds, the smells, the way people dress, the food that they eat. I've always been fascinated by different cultures and what they eat. And here on the food plane, I get to share that passion with you every week. We just came from Puerto Rico the last 2 weeks. Now we're in Jamaica, and next week we're going to go on to somewhere else. And yeah, we will be coming back to Puerto Rico. I'll even be coming back to Jamaica because there are so many delicious foods in Jamaica. It's not just the beef patty. We're talking about jerk chicken, the red rice and beans. I mean, they got the oxtail stew. They have so many delicious foods. So subscribe right now if you enjoy this kind of stuff. Now, as you see, all the veggies are now being sauteed. Oh, the smells that are going to fill your kitchen. That's what the food plane's all about. Is maybe you can't go to some of these places, but you could definitely bring these places to your home. Your home will smell like Jamaica. You will taste Jamaica. Put that Jamaican music on while you're eating your beef patty, and boy, you've just been transported. Now we're going to get ready to put our seasonings in here. Our turmeric, our curry powder. My hope is that when people watch the food plane, that they will be inspired, that they will realize, wow, there's a whole huge world out there of foods we have never, ever tasted. And I hope that's what the food plane is doing. Is we're having fun here. Like last week we went to Puerto Rico, and now Jamaica. Wait till you see where we're going next week. Oh my God, it's just going to get more and more fun. And then the fact that, wow, you can eat the foods of these different parts of the world right at your home. So don't be afraid to try to make different things from all around the world. Don't be afraid to try this. Really, it's simple. The ingredients are easy to get, and I'm showing you the simple way of making it. And instead of buying it, you can make it yourself. It's so much fun. It smells so good. I'm telling you, the smells that are filling this kitchen right now are just amazing. Different smells because we're in a whole different place. So that's very exciting to me. So yeah, I always say, don't be afraid. Don't just watch the video. Actually make the stuff. You will be amazed. And again, we're taking you to different parts of the world on the food plane. All right, so now that everything here is heated up, we're getting ready to add our 1.5 pounds of ground meat. You know, being from New York, I am so used to going to the deli and asking the guy behind the counter or the girl behind the counter to please open up my beef patty and put some cheese in it. It's such a, I don't know if it's a New York thing. I don't know if you do it. If you've ever put cheese in your beef patty, please let me know. Or even pepperoni. I've seen that done. I think I've seen the mozzarella and pepperoni in a beef patty as well. So very interesting. All right, salt and pepper on the ground beef. Now we're going to give that a good stir. Now look at those colors. Look at the colors coming from the curry powder. Look at the colors, the smells. Oh, I'm loving this. This beef patty is definitely coming together. So again, if you enjoy fun food fact videos just like this, hit that subscribe button right now. It's absolutely free. Become a passenger of the food plane. It is absolutely free. You don't want to miss anything. Put the notifications on. Please leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment. I'm a professional chef of over 20 years. I would love to answer your questions. So let me know how you feel. Do you like beef patties? Let me know. Are you a heat person? Do you like the Scotch bonnet? Are you into heat or are you into mild? All right, so I'm putting in my breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs is what gives this a Jamaican beef patty meat filling its texture. And you're going to notice the texture begin to change here. Hey, let me know in the comments, where would you like to see the food plane land? Where would you like us to go? What part of the world? What kind of foods would you like us to put on the food plane? Please let me know in the comments. We love to hear from you guys. Now we're going to add our ketchup and our water. And we're going to give that a great stir, and you're pretty much about done here. You're going to just stir that up. Oh man, look at the sauce, the smell. Let me tell you something, people. That's why you should make this at home, because it is so much better. And you'd be amazed at how easy it is to make a lot of this stuff that you be buying all the time. And it's so much less expensive. You can make so many more beef patties, and it's so much more delicious. But the smells, I mean, just look at the color here. Oh, this is so beautiful. And the smells are just, yeah, it's quite amazing. You know what? We're going to have to come back to Jamaica. We definitely are going to come back to Jamaica on the food plane, because there's something that you usually eat with a beef patty, and that's a cocoa bread. Yeah, we got to talk about the cocoa bread. Yeah. So we're going to make that soon on the food plane when we come back to Jamaica. And then, yeah. But you can have them, of course, beef patties are eaten by themselves all the time. But it's a pretty nice thing to have it with some cocoa bread. All right, let's form the crust. And here's what you'll need. Now in this recipe, instead of using butter, I am using duck fat, only because I have a whole bucket of it in the refrigerator. So I just put the adobo seasoning, and I'm putting all the ingredients all in the bowl. We're gonna mix all the seasonings together in the bowl, and then we're gonna add our butter. In this case, I'm using duck fat, but you can't. Butter is what I recommend, unless you have a whole tub of duck fat you need to use. All right, so it's like making a pie crust. You're looking for that pea-sized cornmeal. I don't mind big clumps either because it's all going to add to the flakiness of the dough. Now we're going to add our ice cold water, and we're going to bring that together and form the dough. Now, depending on whether it's humid or not, you may need to add more water, more flour. It all depends on your environment. But you want to bring that together till it's like Play-Doh, and there you have it. Now you're going to put that away in the fridge for about 40 minutes. And now it's time. Beef patties, assemble. All right, let's do this now, people. Okay, so now after 40 minutes in the fridge, you're going to take out your dough, leave it out for about 10 minutes. And now we're going to do quarters. So I'm going to cut it in half and then cut it in half again. Look at those nice layers. Oh, I'm loving this. All right, and then we're gonna roll them out until we got nice rectangles. I'm gonna use a knife just to get that get the excess size that I don't want, and also to give it a nice rectangular shape. And then we're going to fill our crust. Oh, it's so delicious. I'm telling you, the flavor in the crust too, with the curry powder and the turmeric, it's just quite amazing. All right, so now we're going to put a spoonful of this. Now it depends on what you want. Now you don't want to put too much because then you won't be able to make your beef patty. So there you have it. And now you're going to pat that down, pat the meat down a little bit. And then we're going to fold over that other half there of the crust. So now just fold it right over the meat. And then you're going to get your fork out. Yeah, you're going to get your fork out. Fork. That's what I said. Okay, so now you're going to start. Yeah. This also brings the dough together instead of it having an opening. You're closing up the dough pretty much using the fork. And now you do it with the next one and the next one. This recipe yields about, it depends on the size of the beef patties you're making as well. But it yielded me about 6 of them. So here I'm making another one. We're just rolling it out, getting that rectangular shape, and then cutting out the excess sides and just making it look really nice, tightening it up a little bit. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I could use the encouragement. It helps me to keep on going, and it lets me know that you guys are really interested in foods from around the world. All right, so again, you're going to fold it over. You're going to get your fork, and you are going to get your fork on. You're going to get your fork on. Yeah. Okay, so there you have it. Now, the oven temperature is going to be preheated to 400 degrees. 400 degrees. So before we put these in the oven, we do have a egg wash to put on top. Look how nice that came out. Oh, look at that. All homemade. Amazing. So you remember, it's an egg yolk and 1/8 cup of water. And you're going to just give every patty a nice brush of that. Now these are going to go into the oven for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Every oven is different, so you don't want to keep an eye on your beef patties. You don't want them to burn. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You have made Jamaican beef patties. Now people, now here's them out of the oven. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see where we're going next week. We're going to travel to a whole different part of the world. Again, subscribe, like, share, and please leave a comment. Let me know if you made them. Look at that. Oh, look at the inside. Look how nice and juicy. It's so good, people. I'm telling you. Listen, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And are y'all going to save me any? I guess not. Okay.